Time for your daily zap on NBA.com. A look back at Wednesday's regular season 14-game finale. Bucks and Boston. Milwaukee possibly trying to move up to the 5th seed in this game, but that would not happen. Bucks would get the win, but by virtue of Miami's win, they remain in 6th. They'll face off in the East with Atlanta in the first round. The C's will meet up with the Heat, Cavaliers, and Hawks. Both teams resting their marquee guys. The guys on the floor pretty darn good. The rookie, Jeff Teague, 24 points for him. Hawks win their 13th straight on their home floor to end the season. They get set for Milwaukee in the opening round. The Cavs, meanwhile, start their postseason with the Chicago Bulls. Spurs and Mavs. This one, a big one out west. San Antonio, the 7th seed heading in. Mavs, the 2 seed. And that's where things would stay. Mavs clinch the 2 seed and secure a date with the Spurs again in the opening round. They win it 96-89. Hornets and Rockets. Not much on the line in this one. Both teams not playoff bound, but they were playing for pride. David West, big night for him. He ends his regular season with 35 points. Hornets will miss the playoffs for the first time in 3 years. Rockets spectating for the first time in 4 seasons. Nets and Heat. Miami trying to lock down the 5 seed out east with a win, and they were in for a battle. This one would go to double overtime. Michael Beasley had himself a night, though. 25 points for him. You see him connect with Chalmers on the alley-oop. The Heat would end up taking it in double OT, 94-86. They clinch the 5 seed and a date with Boston. Nets close with the worst finish in franchise history, 12-70. Pistons and Minnesota Timberwolves. A matchup of 2 lottery teams. Not much expected in this one, but the Minnesota Timberwolves were trying to avoid tying the worst finish in franchise history. They would not do that. Pistons get the win 103-98. T-Wolves tie the 91-92 team for the worst finish in team history. Pistons watching the playoffs for the first time in 9 years. Magic and 76ers. Orlando closing their regular season finale at Amway Arena. Next year, of course, it'll be the Amway Center. Next up, they'll play the Bobcats after beating up on the Sixers in their season finale, 125-111. Grizzlies and Thunder in OKC. The 2 most promising young teams in the league, and Kevin Durant, probably the most promising young player. KD, the youngest player in NBA history to win the scoring title. He drops 31 in this game as the Thunder earn their 50th win of the year. They're headed to the postseason for the first time since 2005. Set to do battle with the defending champ Los Angeles Lakers, Pacers, and Wizards. Both teams about ready to bring their tumultuous seasons to an end, and the Wizards end on a positive note, 98-97 the final in this one. The Pacers missing out on the postseason for the 4th consecutive year. Knicks and Raptors in a big one. Raptors would need a win and a Bulls loss to lock down the 8th seed. Toronto would take care of business, but so would the Bulls. And with that, they would end up just missing out on the postseason. 131-113 the final in that one. Bulls and Bobcats. Chicago in control of their own destiny. Trying to beat out the Raptors, and we kind of gave it away already. Chicago will come out on top. Derrick Rose with 27. Bulls headed to the postseason for the 5th time in 6 years. They'll be meeting up with the Cavs in the opening round. Suns and Jazz. This game to determine seeds 2 through 5 in the West. Phoenix in need of a big win, and they would get it. They clinch the 3rd seed out west. They'll play Portland. Utah, meanwhile, falls to 5th. They're set to meet up with the Denver Nuggets. Lakers and Clippers. A battle of both Los Angeles teams. Who would you expect to win this one? Lakers, right? Not so much. Clippers put it on LA. 107-91. However, the Clips will miss the postseason for the 15th time in 17 years. The Lakers await the Thunder in the nightcap. Warriors and Trailblazers. Due to the Spurs loss earlier in the day, Portland able to hold on to the 6th seed despite the loss. They'll meet up with Phoenix in the opening round. Warriors close the season on a good note. That's your Daily Zap.